This video is rated PG for pointlessly gaming. Alright, we're loading Blast Fit. Yeah, okay. Alright. So this is further. I just crushed a head crab. We didn't see that on camera, sorry. We came from up there, the pipe broke. Also, I have a new gun now. Cause I guess I missed it in our
So
playthrough.
essentially what happened is as you saw last time, we kept having problems where it wouldn't load our save. So we fixed it, but we accidentally just went a little ahead.
Yeah, the only way to fix it was loading up a different save file that was at the same spot. So this is actually a save file from fucking 2017 that was just amazingly at the exact same jump. Because I guess I had trouble with it then too. And thankfully quick saving is working now. Yes. So
That's good.
The saves are back. We don't know if it was because of save scumming, Cam and I might have discovered. So I just need to save less often, maybe, which kind of sucks. But this is on normal now, I believe. I don't think I was playing this on hard mode last time. It could be, because I definitely think I wanted to try hard mode then. But, alright, so we're at the same spot. It should be fine. And we got a revolver out of the deal, so. And I'm gonna go ahead and save again. Because that is called a Gargantua, or Gargantuan.
Looks like a fucking Omega pirate from Metroid Prime.
Oh, stop. I need to get past you, but I don't know where I need to go.
Oh, great. He's fast, too.
He's very fast.
Can you shoot him in the red eye?
Don't think it does anything. Nope. How do I get past him?
You have to be able to shoot him.
No? No, that's the problem, is he's impervious. The only way to kill him here is, you can see there's a train track. I need to turn the train on, but how do I guess I just have to take damage and run past him? Nope.
Maybe while he's distracted. Okay.
Maybe, hopefully, that soldier... Fuck! There was nothing this way. Through here. Alright, we're good. We're gooch. We're gooch. And I don't like you. Oh yeah, the Magnum is probably the best gun in this game.
That's good.
If I could fucking hit it with it. I never claimed to be a good Twitch shooter. Babe, how's your Twitch shooting?
I was getting better when I played Overwatch. I had a friend who was like at the level where he could have been competitive.
Oh yeah?
And he went to like he like auditioned for a competitive team, and he was auditioning with Lucio because he was really, really fucking good at Lucio. Like he could I don't think he could like solo heal a team, but like he did a really good job, and he was really good at wall right. Anyway, that's not the point of this story. He was teaching me how to be good at Cowboy because he was also really good at Cowboy.
I love that you're not using his name.
I mean, I don't know.
All the professional, like Overwatch League streamers aren't using his name.
That's good.
They've been calling him the Cowboy for like a month now, maybe longer.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, because I wanted to learn how to get good at Cowboy. So what he would do to train me was he'd play Lucio, and he would just fucking
Wall ride
around the walls.
Yeah, that makes
and just
sense.
fucking speed boost. And he was like, okay, just learn to like trust in flicking and shooting. And then we'll focus on improving your accuracy. And it worked, kind of. But I never got used to playing Cowboy, so...
Okay, I would have gotten the Magnum there anyways. I don't know how I have it at this point. I can't remember where I was supposed to pick it up, but...
It's a long way down the generator room.
My brother plays a really good Cowboy.
Yeah?
I used
Yeah,
to.
he's a super good Cowboy.
When I still supported that garbage company. I played Cowboy. I played. Oh, fuck off. Who else did I fucking play? I played Cowboy. I played Junkrat, because of course I did.
I love Junkrat.
Yeah, me too. But I spiritually I was Junkrat, because I'm a garbage fucking.
Although you don't look like you suck toes, Junkrat looks like he sucks toes.
Oh no, I'm not doing a very good job then.
Who was like your main character back when you played Gumberdotch?
Gumberdotch?
Yeah.
The fuck is Gumberdotch?
Overdotch. Gimbal Game.
Farah was my main.
That's interesting. Because
Well,
she was mine too.
that worked.
Call that ingenuity.
Cam, your main is what, Mercy or Moira?
Mercy and Zenyatta.
Zenyatta. Yeah, Zenyatta's pretty cool. God, I wish I could like that game. I had a lot of fun
Yeah.
with it.
I still play it because of the money, like, I've invested into it. I feel, like, bad just, like, putting it down and not playing it. But I want to make it 100% clear, I don't support the company. I don't support, like,
Come on, Nick.
Shut up.
any of its
You've
actions.
seen how fast I move. Yeah, I don't support that company. Period.
The only reason why I play it is because it's the only game my friends play. And like I don't go out of my way to sit down and be like, I'm gonna play some Overwatch by myself.
You telling me you guys aren't pro Fortnite gamers?
Listen.
Oh, what the fuck? Ooh, I thought that was a bad guy.
Has Lil Nas X done a concert in Fortnite, or has he only done one in Roblox?
Lil Nas
I
X
don't
was
know.
Roblox. Who's that one fucking
There's
guy?
been like 4 Fortnite concerts or something like that.
that marshmallow-headed fucking thing.
Oh,
Mellow? I don't know his name.
Oh god, that's gonna bother me.
Markiplier?
Markiplier.
Marshmallow?
I think he's just called Marshmallow, but it's spelled without a W.
Shit, I'm getting ammo for guns I don't even own. Was I supposed to pick up like 1,000,000 guns by this point? I just picked up darts for a crossbow. And yes, I said darts and not bolts.
Bolts?
Because it is like a tranquilizer crossbow. I think in our maybe I'm not so good at Half-Life, babes. I don't want to alarm you. This might come as a shock.
You might be surprised.
Hey, does that look familiar?
Are we here? Oh my god, we're here!
Welcome back
Full
to
circle.
episode 1.
Welcome back, yeah.
Okay, I
That's
got
amazing.
grenades, apparently for the first time. I don't know. This save file is fucked.
Oh wow, I just looked up the Ariana Grande Fortnite
Skin?
model.
It looks good, right?
It's cute.
Where
It's
can I
really
get it?
A lot of people want to do bad things with it, but it is cute.
I would love to animate
Even if I fucking
like
hate Ariana Grande.
dances with this.
Yeah, I imagine that would be really nice. Animating dances with it.
Also, anyone out there in the comments, can you teach me how to 3D animate properly? Because apparently the way I learned was wrong, and I would love to learn how to animate properly. So please teach me. Thank you.
Yeah. Me too. I'm learning
If
how
you can
to...
link me to a really good like tutorial or something, because I refuse to go back to school. Art school is a scam and a waste of time.
Harsh but fair.
I feel like it
Took
depends
me
on the art
took
school,
me
though.
5 years to realize that.
Liam, what did you say?
I said I think it might depend on the art school, but
Yeah, okay. That's also fair. That's
Okay,
more
well, the
fair,
2
I
I
would
went
say.
to were scammy and a waste of time.
The 2 you went to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I forgot. Not the one. The one that's
Kinda
the one
the
that's
one.
generally regarded as the best in Canada. I don't think that one was scummy or
Well, I'm not shy about it. I went to Sheridan. Sheridan was not as scammy as the second one that I went to. I'm not going to name the second one. I'm actually very proud to be a Sheridan graduate. I graduated from Sheridan. I did not graduate from my second program.
I didn't graduate from Sheridan.
I think I graduated from Sheridan. I at least graduated from my first year program because I did Art Fundamentals, which was a year-long program.
I got to
And then I
Preston, stopped going.
graduated. I graduated and went to their visual creative arts program just because I was like, well, I didn't get into animation. What should I do now? So I wasted another year instead of going home. Don't do that. If you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, don't just continue to go to college. Would not recommend.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's probably 10 grand that I could have saved myself.
Only 10 grand? You did 3 years there. Isn't it 10 grand a year?
Well, if I didn't take that 1 year of like, what am I doing with my life, I would have saved 10 grand. Probably more with food and living expenses.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I know it's a scam, and I know that it was a waste of time because when a good friend of mine went on to like work in the animation industry, she had to learn how to 3D animate from square one because we were taught wrong. So love that.
Now, is it wrong or just a different workflow? Because that would make sense to me.
Wrong. Like,
How do
They
you
basically
learn
told-
how to animate wrong?
it was a different workflow, but the way we were taught to animate is a very like it was a lot of time wasted. Like the workflow was completely not in line with what it is in the industry in general. It might have been like 5 or 10 years ago, but the industry's changed so much that the program is just outdated to the point where like she had to learn how to animate basically from scratch.
Oh, this is a very hard part. This is not.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on how you're having a hard time.
I'm having a day.
Grenade.
Liam, how was your college experience?
Yeah. How? Yeah. Genuinely, you've never told me
You don't talk about your college experience very much in general.
at all.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
What did you
I
go
mean-
for? Voice and acting?
acting for camera and voice.
Yeah. Okay.
Fun.
And they really should have put an asterisk on that voice because we only did voice at the end of the program, so for 1 term, and we did camera for 4 terms. So
Really?
it was very. But to be fair, we had voice classes, and that was about building the voice and learning to like exercise your voice and warm it up. So
Well, I
we
guess,
did learn
like-
things with the voice, and we learned dialects. So there were voice aspects. I just wanted more
Oh, why?
behind the mic kind of voice acting, and that didn't happen until the last term.
That
I
kinda
guess
sucks.
like the only acting experience I have is with theater, so I don't know if I'm talking out of my ass here. But I feel like in order to act behind the mic, you have to know how to act with your whole body.
Yes, but that therein lies the problem. Oh, you kind of just fucked yourself, didn't you?
Nope.
Oh, that's good. But therein lies the thing with voice acting, and why some people think it's a little harder than actual acting, is because you don't have someone else to work off of, for the most part, when you voice act, because you are alone in a booth.
True.
Whereas when you're
Whereas
on
like
camera
when you're
and on
acting with a
stage,
partner,
you
yeah.
have people, so it's a little different. And it was
So
fine.
did you like your college experience?
Well, I liked it. The problem was I didn't like who I was when I was doing it. I was probably at like the worst stage mentally in my life when I was going through college. So that definitely affected things. I'm not a fan of acting behind the camera. That's not what I wanted to do, but I had to do it. And thankfully I didn't hate it. It just wasn't what it wasn't what I was passionate about.
Oh, what the fuck? That hurt me.
You know what? That's a good way to put it. Is like I'm putting a lot of blame on the program when I could be also putting blame on who I was at the time.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I don't blame Sheridan for me not.
Oh, I don't
playing.
blame Sheridan in the slightest. Sheridan did wonders for my art and for just like me as a person, but who I became in my second program, ooh, doggy.
Doggy.
We don't talk about them.
probably
Sorry.
beyond that.
Was I
You
supposed
should
to
probably
go?
be on that.
Yeah.
It's an elevator.
Yeah. Noticed it as it was going down.
Yeah, so it was good. I enjoyed it, and when I got to the voice acting part, I thought it was a lot of fun. I had a really good teacher. He was actually the voice of Albert Wesker in some Resident Evil games.
Really?
Yes,
That's cool.
It wasn't DC Douglas, who is the voice of Wesker now,
Yeah.
but he was the voice of Wesker in one of like the original PlayStation games, which was really cool to find out. And he's appeared on shit I've seen, like Canadian television.
Oh yeah. What's he done
So-
Canadian television?
He's been in an episode of Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
When I saw him, I was like, "Oh my god, that's the guy who taught me how to talk into a microphone." Yeah, it was definitely interesting, but there were some really shitty parts. Like we had one program that was called Masks, and it was about learning to take on the characteristics of a character, and how we did that was by putting on masks. Not a terrible concept. It was the teacher. The teacher was this very creepy old guy. And it just made everything really weird, and I didn't enjoy it. What was bad though was that after that, we had a class called Locations, where we were shooting our own short films, because in term 2 we had script writing, where we learned to analyze scripts and write our own. And we would take those scripts, and they were going to be the short films we filmed in our 4th term. They were going to choose a couple of them. And I was like, that's cool. I don't like how I write, so I'd be cool if mine wasn't chosen, because I also kind of wrote it about like my own mental state at the time. Lo and behold, like 6 months later, it's Locations, and I find out that my film had been chosen for the one for one of the 3 we were going to do. And I was kind of flattered, but also like, this is easy to do. It's 3 people and it's set in a school, so maybe that's why they chose it. You know, just like putting myself down, because that's where I was mentally. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. Whatever. It's my movie. Sure. The problem came because I was cast in my own movie. And I am not in a directing role at all. I have no input about how I want things to be done, how I want things to look. I have no input on this. And I knew that going in. But I was asked to act and play one of the characters. So when the creepy mask teacher, who was like essentially the director for all 3 of the short films, was telling me how my characters should be dressed and how they should act, I was like, no, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why are you being so like involved in this? And I'm like, because this is how I imagined my characters.
Because I
and
wrote it,
you're-
sir.
And you're changing it, and I'm trying to take your ideas, but it's not how I see my characters, and that was a real problem. And eventually we settled on stuff. Like I had to really fight him about some other things, but eventually we came to a compromise. And what was nice was that the kids from the other class, because we were 2 separate classes, were asking me about my movie and like what they thought they should be doing, and I was like, okay, well, that's really flattering. So the movie's made. It's okay. There's like 2 different versions of it, and I was like, yeah, okay, this is cool. And then at the end of the term, we have evaluations. because, you know, that's what you do in college at the end. Oh, that's not good.
All right, we're good.
And at the end of mine, we were talking, one of the problems I had this year was that I was not very cooperative. I was very combative. And essentially they said I was a little hard to work with in some scenarios. And I was like, okay, that's fair. I recognize that. And then I said, I took the blame. I accepted that, yes, I was difficult to work with. And then I said, but may I add, I do not think I should have been cast in my own film. And then all of the teachers who were in there evaluating me looked at the mask teacher. And they were like, you cast him in his own movie? Oh, sorry, this is just very loud.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You mean the game?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, they were like, they all looked at the mask teacher and they were like, you cast him in his own movie? And he was like, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best idea. And I was like, that is why I feel I was hard to work with, because it was my vision and I had to be in it and I couldn't change anything about it. And if I was cast in anyone else's movie, I can guarantee you I would have just gone with the punches. But because I felt attached to this, I had to fight it. And they're like, okay, that makes more sense because this isn't normally how you are. And I'm like, I know. So that was like really the only big problem I had. And
It's
like,
good you stood up for yourself in that situation. I would have just lied there and been like, yeah, it was hard to work with.
I mean, I at that point in my life, I was kind of like, yeah, I am kind of a shit. But I knew enough to know that that wasn't my fault. Entirely.
That's fair.
So yeah, I let them know the problems I had, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that should not have been a problem." And I'm just like, "Well,
It was.
yep,
Ron Howard voice. It was.
it was."
For me, my biggest problem was it took way too long for me to get humbled, if that makes any sense.
Okay, I think I get.
I was cocky for too long in my college career. So when it came time to have a very toxic, very honest professors, I was humbled too harshly to the point where like I lost all confidence. It became a miserable experience. And I realized college just like wasn't for me. College sucked. Yeah.
The end.
Because I was having the time of my life, and then some toxic men came along, told me I was shit, and that's all it took to be like, because nobody in the 3 to 4 years leading up to that, nobody had sat me down and been like, you can't do this. I had always had professors who were like, you can do this, like you're good. And then all it took was just the word of like two professors saying, no, actually, you're not as good at this as you think, to just completely destroy my worldview and just like the way I view art.
I wasn't good at college because I'm not good at completing things on time. I definitely have an attention span problem, as I'm certain Pointlessly Gaming will be a famous archive showing. All the unit powers are on. This is bulletproof. That's on. It's all on. What? Am I supposed to do something here? Attention span. Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun in college. I knew a lot of great people. Oh, was I supposed to come back down here? Maybe. No. And the stuff that I did do, I was pretty proud of. I was pretty proud of a couple of assignments. I definitely want to go back to school, but I couldn't afford it because I'm poor as shit. And
that's another reason I think school, like college, is a scam. Is it costs way too fucking much.
A lot of people are starting to point out, hey, a bachelor degree would be done in like 1.5, 2 years if you didn't have to take a bunch of bullshit courses that have nothing to do with what you want to do.
Mhm.
They're definitely just making you do extra shit to squeeze dollars out of you. But I do want to put myself back into that because I know I grew so much in school that I'm not growing. I've stagnated, and in fact I've gotten worse at art since being out of school.
I can attest to that. In the
Thanks, babe.
4 months I've been not on your behalf. On my behalf, I've been out of school for 4 months, and I have absolutely stagnated and gotten worse.
Yeah, I've gotten
So-
really bad.
School, like art school, definitely leveled me up.
Yeah, because you get taught correctly for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Babe,
if you have
need
good
to go
professors.
back- you need to go back to the big alien.
Can you get in here?
I'm not, no, he can't get in here,
Okay.
but he can do that. I'm not gonna be able to make it past him because as soon as I get close, he's gonna instant fucking hit scan
Bunny hop.
flamethrower.
This is the time.
Oh no! All right, here goes nothing.
That did not last long.
See y'all in the next episode. Bye.
Bye bye.